Hey ho, gravel riding fans. Sean here, just rolling out of Millarville. Going to tackle the rock route called Ware Ridge. Beautiful day for it. A little chilly, but blue sky, lovely mountains in the background. Get you some video today of some of the roads that we're on, and hopefully you'll come out and ride it yourself. Let's go. Alright, so the Ware Ridge Loop, about 50k-ish. You can see all the details for the route online at the Rock website. Our recommendation is to park in Millarville and park at the school. There's a community center there, big parking lot. No washrooms there today, but last year there was some porta potties in the summer. And also in Millarville is the general store, so if you need some snacks and drinks, that's a great spot to support local. And so yeah, we're rolling out of town a little bit, just on this chip seal road right now, where we're gonna head on to our first gravel segment, a couple K up the road. Beauty out here right now, you can see around. Whew. All right, well, here's our first gravel segment. Few K in. If you go up that hill, you've gone too far. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, it looks nice. A little bit of moisture, keep it nice and hard. Or fast rolling, let's call it fast rolling. Turned off our first section of gravel, and now a little bit of chip seal again. That was another turn there. Kind of heading south now. Just up ahead here, it turns back into gravel again and takes us almost all the way to Turner Valley. Woo! Hey ho! All right, so we're off this section of gravel, and basically on the sheep highway now. So if you head down that hill, that'll take you down into Turner Valley, and there's the Eau Claire distilleries down there, and the Chuck Wagon Cafes down there. Oh look, is that Jeff back there? Look at that! And then heading west takes us towards where we're going, which is a bit of highway for, I think, about 7 kilometers. So yeah, this intersection is pretty important. All right, so we're on the sheep highway here. We're gonna make our next turn. What do they call it? 264 Street West, which is gonna take us north and over towards Ware Ridge, which I can see in the distance, and get a photo of it when we get a bit further along. So yeah, 7K's of highway, a few trucks out there today, but nothing too bad. And make this turn at the top of the hill and onto some chip seal, and it turns into gravel again just up the road here. And more or less with a zigzag, a little left-right, kind of takes us back up towards Millarville. So this section from here headed north is pretty fun. It's predominantly downhill. A few little grindy spots with a really fun, long, fast segment. Here we go. Woo. Do not like the look of that thing over there. Doom. All right, so behind me, there is Ware Ridge, which is named after historic Alberta figure John Ware, who was I guess maybe the original black cowboy, freed slave that came to Alberta on a cattle drive and eventually settled here and became known as a kind of incredible Albertan. So that ridge behind me there is named after him. His original homestead was northwest of here, a few K, maybe 10K or so, and yeah, it's worth reading up on him. That's kind of why we named the route after him, is that he was a pretty amazing man. And that's it. Onward that way towards that ugly wherever it is. Ooh, yikes. But that's all downhill for the next 6K or so. All right, that was fun. So we're back onto a little bit of chip seal here. This little area, or maybe it was a village back in the day, is called K-E-W. There's nothing here these days except for maybe like sort of trailer cottage kind of world over there and a few acreages and such. But this road's really nice. Generally not a lot of traffic on it, and though it's not gravel, it is sort of rumply, #rumply chip seal. It's a very nice road and takes you west. So we're gonna ride this a little bit, and up ahead is the right turn that we're gonna take up a climb and then drops us down onto the highway that takes us back to Millarville. If you want to, at that intersection, is you can keep going straight for a while and then make a right, and it will eventually take you back to the same highway. It just adds a little bit more of this quiet rural world out here. So yeah, take the detours if you have the juice. Coming down that was pretty fun. Just be aware that this intersection is right at the bottom of that hill. Anyway, we're back down onto the highway. So heading that way basically goes west out to the mountains, and then basically have a bit of highway heading back that way to Millarville. I think it's about 7K, maybe a bit more, but not too much traffic, but probably the part of the route will have the most traffic. I've never had a problem on it. It's usually pretty good. So if conditions are good for you, it's a slight downhill-ish all the way back, and if you're lucky, maybe a tailwind, but not today. We have a headwind all the way back to the car. So life goes on. It's pretty fun back there. Woo! Wind! Headwind! No biggie though, because we're back in lovely Millarville, finishing up the loop. Didn't take my own advice. Did bring a rain jacket, and it's starting to rain. Thankfully, I hope you can still hear me. Whoa. Hopefully, you'll remember to bring a rain jacket and maybe mud flap up in rain pants or something like that, because the weather out here can change in a moment. It's nice out there today. If we get too much moisture, those roads can get pretty soft. So my recommendation is you definitely want to check the forecast and perhaps maybe a little bit of what's been going on before you head out. Otherwise, we do hope that you'll get out there and enjoy some of those routes this year. Some prizes to be won. Make sure you enter. Nice and